Aligning the flow. Ideas for today and tomorrow is a presentation to show how implementing continuous flow can help us better execute our employee deployment and the way we do our procedures. Creating continuous flow will reduce throughput time, it'll shorten the cost to cash cycle, and it'll lead to quality improvements. Continuous flow will also help us find and fix problems as continuous flow forces problems to surface. By arranging our back-of-the-house staff to better fit our kitchen setup, we are setting up our players, each one being in the right spot. The goal here is not to change any recipes or procedures. The goal here is to orchestrate a better flow to ensure the quality and timing of each product is accurately made and to reduce all waste. One area to target is having both our day and night staff setting up each station for success. Having the day shift restock their stations and having the night shift set up the stations with all the utensils and recipe cards. We have to set up our shifts for long-term success, not day-to-day success. If we teach our staff to look ahead and not down, we can eliminate a large amount of problems we face with our daily routines. We have to hold both our staff and managers to a higher standard, otherwise we will only waste more and more. Currently we are doing great. Sales are strong and customer satisfaction at 93%. This is great. However, a good amount of those sales are going right back into the cost of running the restaurant. One problem area is labor. Our back-of-the-house staff are working longer than their scheduled shifts, some by 1 or 2 hours, others by 4 to 6 hours more than what they were scheduled to work for that day. The problem is not the staff. As a staff, we have a hard-working team. The problem is actually how we have them set up to work. Our utensils are limited, and we have our entire staff come in at the same time, leaving some employees standing around waiting on utensils. We also have an issue with the workload not being balanced, meaning some employees are doing work for 2 or 3 stations, and 1 or 2 of those stations are only doing half the work for their own station. This issue also causes our staff to not set each shift up for success and prep tasks not being completed. Other issues we are having is the language barrier. We only have recipe cards in English. We need them in both English and Spanish. As we look at the numbers and we see those high labor percentages, and then we see that we have 86 menu items, we start to ask, how did this happen? Why is this happening? I ask that you not look to the staff as the problem. Their results are mere results of the actual problem. That problem being our flow. The construction of our restaurant was rushed, leaving us little to no time to really have any input in how the building was constructed. We cannot change the setup of the building, but we can change our flow with the building. We are not stuck and we are not failing. We are being presented a big opportunity to positively impact our restaurant by improving our flow and our numbers. Our current scheduling has everyone coming in at 9 a.m. This gives our staff 2 hours to get everything set up and prep finished before we open at 11 a.m. With everyone coming in at 9 a.m., we hit our first problem: not enough utensils, leaving a few employees having to wait or leaving them stuck halfway through a recipe, which often results in food not tasting right or sometimes being burnt. In the mornings, our staff spend about a half hour setting up their stations and looking for certain utensils for their stations. Here we have another problem. That half hour spent setting up a station actually costs about 2 additional hours to the employee's scheduled shift. One solution is that we start our mornings at 8 a.m. We have 2 or 3 employees coming in at 8, followed by 1 or 2 more employees coming in at 9. The only station that we do not need coming in before we open is our dishwasher. By eliminating a dishwasher from the opening schedule, we are saving 3 to 4 hours a day on labor. Another solution is we start raising our standards. We make sure that each shift is setting the next shift up for success. At the end of the night, before the night shift leaves, we have them gather all the utensils that each station needs along with the recipe cards. This will fix the 30 minutes being wasted every morning, thus allowing us to get back those 2 hours of unscheduled time on each employee of each day. By having our day shift make sure the stations are fully stocked and all the prep is done for the night shift, this will allow the night shift to do prep that will free up more time for the day shift. If we implement this approach, we will see a significant drop in our labor costs and see an increase in our back-of-the-house staff productivity. It may have a rough start at first, possibly require 1 or 2 days of getting everything set up and all the staff being informed. Creating a continuous flow will help reduce waste, whether it's time or unnecessary inventory. Any problems that occur will show immediately rather than fester and present itself when it's too late to fix. Continuous flow will allow us to continuously improve. Our labor costs will go down, which means more of the restaurant's profits can go towards buying better equipment or go towards opening more restaurants. The quality of our food will increase due to implementing a continuous flow and balancing the workload.